everyone, my name is Liana. I'm here to inspire you and motivate you. And I wanted to talk about who, how do you identify yourself? How do you promote yourself as basically? I mean, if do you say that you're a mother, you're a father, you're a sister, you're a brother, maybe you're a child, um, you're a doctor, you're a lawyer, whatever it is that you identify yourself as, it has a bit deeper meaning than just that. Because when you say that you are a mother or you're a grandmother, you have expectations on yourself, expectations that probably you're not aware of. Some things you might be very aware of, and other things might be things that you actually gotten from the exterior, things that you have been influenced by without you knowing about it. That's something that is in your subconscious, and you're acting after that without knowing about it. And that's what I wanted to talk about. The things that you identify yourself, are they all good? I mean, not saying that identifying yourself as a mother, but what beliefs do you have that a mother is supposed to be? What things under the title mother do you believe that a mother should be, or how she should behave, or how she should act, or, you know, just what kind of person is this mother role that you put yourself in? Like I said, many of the things that we identify ourselves, many things are on subconscious level, things that were fed since we were children, things that we've heard, things that we've seen. I mean, you've seen your mother, you've seen your grandmother, then you think, okay, this is how a mother should be. Or maybe it was actually the whole opposite, because you felt like, I don't want to be like them. But that was more of a conscious awareness on your identity as a mother, that you don't want to be like that. So you have consciously done an act on how a mother should be, how you think that should be. And I'm not, the thing is that we sometimes kind of put ourselves in these little boxes. I mean, they're not wrong nor right, but the thing is that we don't question them. We just live by them. And that's what I actually wanted to bring up. Question yourself, question your identity, question, okay, I believe I'm a mother, but what does that say about me? Do I believe that a mother should be the loving kind of person? Yes, okay. Is that a good thing? Yes, okay. A mother should be always on her guard to, be careful if something happens with their kids. Is that a good thing? Yeah, probably the first years when they might fall or hurt themselves. But what happens later when they are a bit older and they actually need that distance from you? When they need to learn to be themselves? Is it still that necessary to be that mother? And these are the questions that I want you to ask yourself, and really go down with really deep within you. What beliefs do you have as a mother, as a wife, as a sister, as a brother, as a worker, whether you are a lawyer or you're working with invoices? It doesn't matter. We all have different beliefs on the different titles that we put ourselves, on the different things that we identify ourselves as. So even if you identify yourself as one thing, mother or brother, there are so many different things that you believe that a mother should be like or a brother should be like. And it's quite funny because I have two kids, and people usually say, well, siblings are supposed to feel that, they have to compete with themselves. And I have never understood that. For once, I have one daughter and one boy. So they don't really do the same things, and I really don't feel like it's needed to compete in any way. But that's one belief that people have, that because you have siblings, you have to feel the competition. And I've never understood that, and I really don't believe it. And I really hope that my kids don't believe it, because I have never seen them compete with one another. So, once again, are you a sibling? Do you believe that you have to compete against your siblings? That you have to be better at something? You can, maybe you're called like, oh, you're the youngest child. Yeah. You're the one that got away with everything. That's also a belief. That's also something that you've heard. Doesn't mean that it's right in some cases, but it doesn't have to. So take a little step back from your identities and really think, okay, what things are helping me? What things are moving me forward? And what things are just like stopping me from being the best version of myself? Because if you've heard my channel before, I am a big believer in always being the better version of you. That's what my purpose is, to help people to become the better version of themselves. And part of that is questioning yourself, is questioning who you are and what beliefs you have. Because we have so many beliefs that we're not conscious or aware of, and they won't be aware, or you won't be conscious of them until you start actually asking them or questioning them. And I think that one of the positive things about being brought up in a certain culture and moving to a whole other culture is that you actually have to question, okay, but that doesn't seem correct. And then you get feedback from different places. And that's what I love about life today, that we can get feedback from so many different places around the world, and we can actually use that to be a better person, to become a better version, and we actually could make the world even better instead of just crushing it down. So it's really all about learning from one another and using that to become better. But we need to start with ourselves. So start questioning. I mean, does a mother have to be like a police? Do you have to be behind your daughter or son all the time? Do you have to be a scary parent? Because I mean, there are people that actually believe that being a scary parent is a good thing because that brings respect for the kids. And actually, that's not it. It actually brings scarcity. Yes, they're respecting you, but they're respecting you because they're scared of you and not because they love you. You haven't owned their respect. You have basically made them have respect because they're too scared of you. And I don't know, I mean, the reason why I know this is because I have had talks with adolescents in India, and one of the things that some of them said that they were scared of mostly was their parents. And that's so, for me, that's so sad. Because having respect or respecting your parents of scarcity, or respecting your parents because they actually show you the way, or they show you that people can do wrong and still you can forgive and be loving, That's a whole other thing. I don't want respect of my kids because they're scared of me. I want them to respect me out of love. So that's one thing. I mean, there are things like uh, in a workplace, for example, if you have the hierarchy of a workplace, the boss, I hope it is changing in many places, but I know like the difference here in Scandinavia or in Sweden versus in South America or in America overall, how a boss should be. Here, a boss should be compassionate, should be, listen to the people and try to bring them together, while in America is more the scarcity kind of hierarchy that, you have to respect them because they're above you. Personally, I don't understand that at all. Even if I come from South America, I really don't understand that way of behaving as a leader. You should be a leader, someone that leads people, someone that is being trusted by those around you to lead them, to move forward, to move the company to a better place, to have the people around you to feel good and feel secure, not to be scared of you, not to have respect just because you're above their pay grade. Because really, that doesn't really matter. So, once again, how do you identify yourself? And what things do you believe are part of this identity? I mean, if you're a mother or a parent, do you believe that you are supposed to be respected by your kids out of scarcity or out of love? Because I'm sure that many parents believe that. I mean, your children should respect you, of course. But go even deeper. How am I owning that respect for my kids? Am I getting the respect because I'm a very hard parent and my kids are scared to say anything else? Or am I getting the respect because they know that I'm there for them? They know that if that people do wrong and that things can be fixed and that I'm there no matter what. You can do this with everything. I mean, how you're supposed to be as a daughter, how you're supposed to be as a granddaughter, how you're supposed to be as a colleague, as a wife or a husband. Everything. You can go in everything that you can say, I'm this. I'm a mother, I'm a father, I'm a sister, I'm a brother. Everything that you can say I am to, go deeper. And okay, if I'm a brother, what things do I believe that a brother has to have? And is this really something that I should still keep believing? Is this something that actually is not helping me or is not moving me forward? Or realizing, when you start questioning yourself, you maybe realize that, my God, I should be like this. I should be more caring. I should, I don't know. There are so many ways to go around it, but the purpose is to question your identity. And if it really is something in that part of your identity, if it's something that really should be kept or that you should remove because it's stopping you, because it might be hurting people, because it might not be something positive at all. But you have to step back from yourself, from that kind of look at yourself like in a third person kind of position. Okay, how would someone look at me if they're looking at me as a brother? what are they seeing? How am I behaving? And start to unfold yourself, both of the conscious and the unconscious things that you're doing, that you believe in, without even thinking about it. Because the thing is with identity, that we have that identity and don't think about it, and we're just living after that and not realizing how many things that are not even true or even worth keeping. Because many of the things that maybe we have that we're not conscious of are things that we were brought up to because we saw our brothers or we saw our mothers and fathers and grandparents being a certain way, and then you believe that that's the way a parent should be, and you kept it on. But is that really realistic when every generation is changing? Is it realistic when we are living in a world that it's totally different than what it was, just 10 years ago? My brothers, they are 11 and 13 years younger than me, and they are 11 and 13 years older than my kids. And they have huge difference on how they be brought up. Not as a parent, but like everything around them, how things have changed and evolved. When my brothers were little, yes, we had internet, but social media didn't exist. You didn't have all this constant information coming from all these places. You didn't have the instant access for everything. Well, my kids do. There are so many different social media from different places, and they have access to everything right away. To wait for a program we have to wait for the next day, that's not normal. But what did we grow up with? We grew up that it was the same program this time every day, and not on the weekends. Or maybe it was only on the weekends. We had to wait. So how do we expect to have the same ways of thinking as our parents or grandparents that might be, 40, 50, 60, 70 years difference, and think that that is accurate? Because it's not. It's not at all. And we have to rethink so much. And there it is again, your identity. Rethink how you are. Rethink who you believe you should be. And ask yourself, is this moving me forward? Is this holding me back? Or is it even worth keeping? Because we change, people change, and we don't have to have this molded identity and it's always gonna be like this, because it doesn't work. It's not like, I'm not the person I was when I was 25. I probably won't be the same person when I'm 45. So so keep that in mind, and it really is a working process, because like I said, we change, people change, and we have to really question ourselves and who we are identifying ourselves as. So with that said, I wish you all a great week, and if you want, please do write a little bit on the comments if there's something that you realized, if there's something that maybe you have a question over, or if you need maybe help on questioning yourself, because it's not easy to get started maybe. So I'm here, and I wish you all a great week. Take care. Bye.